Hello.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, Seth.
How are you?
Do you feel like a useless human being like I do?
Yes, I feel totally. Yeah, I'm watching the Degrassiites there hauling water and building schools and watching these families that with all these children living in these one room huts.
Yeah,
And I'm sitting here at my computer being paid to talk to you,
I know. Oh,
and it's just like, oh man,
yeah. That guy, Craig Kilberger, started that Free the Children organization when he was 12?
what?
What is that? Yeah, they mentioned that in the show. I was like, are you serious?
That's
What have I
nuts.
done with my life?
Wow.
We need to fix this. I gotta go out this weekend and find something meaningful to do with my time. In case anyone doesn't know, we're talking about the Degrassi Doing What Matters special, where they go to Kenya and build a school,
Right.
which is a huge deal, and it looks like it was a lot of hard work.
It was, but they did it, and
Yeah, they did it with their little actor bodies, which I sounds like some heavy lifting.
I hope it's still there. I mean, things have not been particularly good in Kenya since they came back from there.
Yeah, I can give sort of a wrap up of what I understand to have happened, which is basically that there have always been ethnic tensions in Kenya. There are different ethnicities in Kenya, which people might not even realize. And anytime there are elections, there's always sort of ethnic tensions underneath that. And this particular election, President Kibaki, who's mentioned in the special, is accused of having fixed the vote and having rigged the election. And so violence erupted, and it was tensions that were underneath the surface kind of like exploded. And what's happened since then is that the guy who was in the election against Kibaki, his name is Raila Odinga, they've like worked out a power sharing deal where Odinga will be prime minister and Kibaki will be the president. And it seems like they've worked it out, but of course, like all the tensions that were there before are still there, and there's still some violence going on, but now it's kind of not related to the election anymore. Anyway, that's just kind of where I understand things to be now. I'll link some stuff in the insider and people can read up on it. So,
Right. So there was some violence in the region where they went and where they built that school. So I hope that things are still okay there. So we're gonna call Jamie Johnston, who was
yeah,
there.
hopefully he'll know.
He was there building walls and moving rocks and things. So let's find out what it was like.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, Jamie.
Hi.
Hi, it's Mary and Seth from the
Hi,
Hey,
Jamie.
how you doing?
How are you doing?
I'm alright. How are you?
Pretty good. What are you up to today?
Nothing really. I have an audition later on.
Cool.
But, just chilling right now.
Chilling. So, we just kind of wanted to talk to you about your Kenya trip.
Okay.
What made you want to go?
Well, I never had, like, an experience like that. Never really had the opportunity to. So, I figured I would go.
Yeah.
And how long were you there?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay. What were you expecting? Like, was it different than you expected, or?
Basically, yeah. I was expecting, maybe, like, a little, like, scarier conditions, but everyone seemed really happy. So it was really good to see. But, sometimes you see on TV, there's, like, people walking by with, like, machine guns and, like, staring you down and stuff, but everyone was really welcoming, so.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Which actually kind of brings up, I know, you guys shot that long before the election in December, and there's been a lot of violence since then. And I don't know if you guys have any way of knowing if everyone is okay that you met. I know a lot of the violence actually occurred in the Rift Valley, so do you know anything?
Yeah, I was talking to my friend there. She was, like, a producer with MTV when we went down there, and she lives in Nairobi. And I was talking to her, and she said a lot of the violence happened like around Nairobi where she was, but she was all right. And she said that the place where we were staying was all fine.
Okay.
That's good news.
So.
That's good news.
Yeah, that's great
Yeah.
news.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about some of the stuff we didn't see, like just like the basic things, like where did you sleep and what was the food like, and what was the weather like? Was it hot?
Well, it was pretty hot during the day, but at night it got cold. Like pretty cold. It probably got down to like 5 Celsius. So that's about 38
Right.
degrees.
Yeah, something
I
like
think.
that.
Very
Something
good.
like that.
That was very good. Very impressive conversion skills there.
Yeah, 38.5 degrees, I think it is. So yeah, it got kind of cold at night. But yeah, other than that, we basically like went to bed at like 8:30 so we could get up early and go work. Yeah, we stayed in these nice little safari tents with like a real floor, which was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So they were made out of canvas, and they had 2 bunk beds in them, so it was pretty nice conditions.
Who'd you bunk with?
Mark? Joe?
Yeah. Awesome.
So he's cool.
What was the sky like at night?
Oh, there's like stars all over the place.
Yeah.
Here in Toronto, you see maybe like 2 or 3 stars. When you're in Kenya, you see them all, and then it's just amazing.
Oh my
Also,
god.
the sunsets and the sunrises are like 10 times better
Really?
because it's kind of like exotic landscapes, and you see the sun go down or up around there. It's really cool.
Oh god. All right, I'm jealous.
Yep.
And then what about the food?
The food? There was some questionable food. A lot of vegetables and stuff, and I definitely like to eat meat. So,
Right.
I ate a lot of vegetables and a lot of vegetable soup against my will. I would have, man, if I saw like a chicken or something, I would like eaten it all. But, not gonna complain. So I just ate all the vegetables, and it was probably good for me, but still.
And like, what did you guys have to do with the water in order to drink it?
Well, thank God they had bottled water for us.
Oh wow.
Like those big like office jugs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like we had those. Just because there's so much like bacteria and stuff in the water, our stomachs aren't used to it.
Right.
We would have gotten sick.
Right.
Right. So the you guys were there for 2 weeks, and the documentary is only half an hour long. So obviously there's a ton of stuff we didn't see. Is there like one specific thing you remember from your trip that we didn't see in that documentary that you think people should know about?
Probably like the craziest time was, well, we were driving back from the school, and we see 2 bulls fighting on the road, and everyone's like, "Oh, why are we stopping? Why are we stopping?" I look out and I'm like, "Oh, there's 2 bulls fighting on the road," and Mark's like, "What?" And he jumps out, and so then everyone else is like, "All right, well, I gotta go watch." So everyone else basically runs out, and we start watching the bulls fight, and then they go kind of off the road into some like cactuses and stuff like that. And so we're all kind of stupid, and we all follow it. and so then one of the bulls wins and charges back towards the road, and of course we're all in its way. So everyone's diving out of the way, and yeah, we basically almost all died.
Oh.
Really
Good times. Good times.
Yeah, that's memorable. Yeah.
Any other brushes with death while you were out there that we should know about?
No, it was pretty safe the rest of the time. Apparently there was a poisonous snake in one of the people's tents, but
Oh my god.
that was taken care of.
Wow.
Now, how about doing like kind of hard labor most of the day for all that time and sort of not eating the way you're used to eating, probably?
Yeah, well, I'm an actor, so physical labor isn't really my forte. But it was fun. I didn't, I kind of got a bit of a tan and got a little muscles, but nothing too noticeable. But we built a school, and it was worth it. Now a bunch of kids get to go to school.
Yeah. I saw you pushing a lot of wheelbarrows. I didn't see you carry any water, though.
Yeah, well, it was like a competition. Everyone wanted to carry the water.
Oh, I see.
Everyone's like, all right, well, I'm going to see if I can carry the water. So, like, all right, if you want to carry this water, then go ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I was carrying some water for a while. And
Okay.
then one of the little girls came up, and she was like, no, put that down. I was like, no, why? Okay, I'll put it down. She just picked it up and ran away.
Oh, no! Oh, my God.
She wouldn't let me do her job. I was going to give her a day off, but...
Sweet.
Wow.
I imagine that's kind of what happened, too, with them, like, finishing the walls of the school, was that, like, I think they're grateful to you guys for your help, and they...
Yeah, they wanted to get the school done probably more than we did, so...
Right.
They would just work around the clock. But we definitely put in our effort.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Oh, my God. So I would imagine like it's a little bit of a bonding experience for all you guys to. Well, it's funny because we're also talking about the Degrassi Spring Break movie, and I know in that you have like a little bit of an Outward Bound experience, kind of with Darcy.
Well, Darcy has been pretty troubling for her parents, so they kind of send her away, and I decided that it's going to be too rough for her, so I come along and try to help her out, and it ends up in some drama.
Do you carry the water for her?
No, we all have to carry our own big packs. Learn how to set up a tent and do all sorts of things like that.
Wait, so when you were shooting, did you have to camp out for that shoot too, or no?
Nah, they were nice to us.
Did you actually have to carry a big heavy backpack?
It was full of like blankets and stuff, so it was heavy.
You fill it with like foam peanuts.
Yeah, it really was like that. So we pretended it was heavy.
That's what you're paid for. You're not paid to carry the heavy thing. You're paid to pretend like you're carrying the heavy thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
But so I know, the kind of the whole point of that whole spiel with Darcy going on Outward Bound is like when you do things like that, when you kind of take yourself completely out of your element, you learn a lot about yourself and what you're capable of. And like, do you feel like Africa was sort of a little Outward Bound for you?
Yeah, well, I realized that I really like helping people. So definitely later on I'm going to go, maybe not so far as Africa. I might go to like Ecuador because there's places that need help that aren't 16 hours away. I can go. Or even just like downtown, you can go help the homeless people or volunteer somewhere. So, I kind of realized that I like helping people, and it really does make a difference.
Tell me a little bit more about, because, like, what is it that you like about it? Is there a feeling that you get while you do it, or, like, what's the...
Well, you just kind of realize, like, if I wasn't here doing this person would, be doing what they would regularly be doing. So, sometimes that's not such fun things to do, So I went there, and, for example, most of the kids' parents were out working, and I just went and played with the kids for a while, and, just to see them, like, laughing and stuff, where they would just be, like, working around the house or something like that, it kind of made me feel like I made a difference in their day.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Totally. So what are you up to this weekend?
Well, I think I might go snowboarding.
Awesome.
But I don't really know.
So there's still enough snow up there to snowboard? I mean, because here's the thing. With me, it's like I'm so desperate for spring to get here that the last thing I want to do is to go out and do anything wintry.
No, see, there's been like enough snow for a while, but I just keep kind of having things to do, and then I'll plan like, all right, so yeah, we're going snowboarding today. And then it's like, but at 2:00 I have this. I can't do that. So let's just go. Let's go next week, and then the person I was talking to was like, "Oh, next week, yeah, cool. Oh wait, I have a doctor's appointment that day." So it's been happening like that the whole winter.
You're like, oh damn, I have a podcast to record. I can't do snowboarding.
No, I wasn't gonna do it today, but Sunday. If you guys schedule anything on Sunday, I'll be mad.
Yeah, I was going to say, you better not have any doctor's appointments on Sunday or anything like that. But then the problem is that's when everybody else is on the mountain too, because none of them have doctor's appointments either.
Oh, maybe Sunday night or something? I don't know. We'll see. I will go snowboarding before the end of the year.
That sounds like a mission.
Have a great weekend, and thanks for talking to us.
Thanks, Jamie.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon.
Cool. Bye.
Okay, bye. So yeah, Degrassi Spring Break Movie coming in 3 weeks on April 4th, and we'll get to see Jake Epstein again for like the second time in a month, which will be very exciting because he looks all grown up. He was so muscly picking up those kids.
I didn't notice.
He was so deft. He just like lifted them into the air. And it was just he looked very handsome, my Jake Epstein.
Yes, helping the less fortunate is sexy.
And also being good with kids is like super sexy.
Oh, really?
Totally.
I'm feeling even more useless than I did when we started this podcast.
I'm sorry. All right. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, Mary. You have a good weekend as well.
Let's go on a bonding trip soon. Let's go to
Outward
Africa.
Bound? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
I'm not carrying your backpack though.
Okay. I'll carry yours.
Thanks.
All right.
See you later.
Bye.